My first time here in this beautiful town, and I tell you what a vibe this evening. Are you feeling the vibe? I'm feeling the vibe, I'll tell you that. One of it's cold. I mind you, Melbourne's like that too. I'm in Reza in Melbourne. But for many years, I come from Alice Springs. In fact, 32 years in Alice Springs. Before I start, very nice to see Wollongong up there, welcome. And so, mine is about culture and country. And culture and country is a very important topic to First Nations people worldwide, whether it's here on Djajiran country and part of the Kulin Nation, or whether it's elsewhere in the world. Country is country, and country can be many places in one land or one island. It all depends where those First Nations people have been brought up. So let's start with the First Nations sound. That really is something that resonates with all people, even to a point where, for many, it might be the tapping of a spoon on a glass to bring about silence. This is a sound to tune your heart to the conversation we're about to have. Woman Jacker, I said. It could be also kia ora, wada, all meaning welcome and hello. Ko tararu te mauna ko waikawa ti awa, ko tainui te waka, ko tahi tanga o ti iwi nā ti wehi nā ti tarangi tāwhia, ko te araiti tako ingoa, ti hei mori ora. I said, I come from the mountains of my people, from the valleys and the rivers of my people, from the forests, from the canoe that brought us to Aotearoa. I stand here and I say to you, my name is Te Araiti in language. It means I was born in the morning light. Born, in fact, 5:30 in the morning. Mum wasn't happy. But in all of that, I was also born into a responsibility of looking after country, looking after land. Understanding that. It wasn't so obvious. When I was born, I was taken to my auntie. My auntie did ceremonies, sung songs, did the prayers, bathed me in the waters of our sacred rivers that run through the land that we are caretakers of. Or we say kaitiaki. Here you have traditional owners of land, of country. When I come to your place, you welcome me into your home. That's what a lot of welcome to country is. Acknowledgement of country. They're welcoming you and hoping you respect it. That's the same for all tribes and all nations worldwide. It's such a powerful thing to be there and for someone to say, this is who I am. Who's your mob? Who's your family? Oh, you're a Williams? You're a Douglas? That's who you are? My family knows your family. Those connections. Or where are you from? I'm from the Territory, or I'm from New Zealand, or I'm from Bendigo, I'm from Geelong. I'm from Yorta country, Wiradjuri country. All those things are somebody saying, this is the place where I'm looking after. My people are entrusted to look after this place. And how is that taught and how is that handed over? We can say it's bloodlines, but some people haven't been brought up in culture. Some of those are stolen generations, some of those are taken away through a whole lot of different ways over many years, from the times of war and even before that. children were taken away. And people try and find, community try and find, who am I connected to? Where do I belong? Who's my people? So what is my name? All those things come about for many who are lucky enough to be born into culture. Comes from the family, from your mother, from their nurturing, from their care, from your uncles and your aunties, from your grandparents, from your cousins who you like or you don't like. In fact, your siblings you may like or not like. Doesn't matter. You're learning all the way from that first breath. That first breath we say, Tie moriora. Behold the first breath. And out of that breath that was given to you, again, it's that responsibility that as you grow and you learn about culture, you understand your responsibility about the land that you're a caretaker of. And that land shows itself to you. When you're sick, when you're unwell, when you're not good, most people will go back to their home, go back to their room, close the door, and you're like an animal that's sick. You hibernate. Most First Nations people go back to the country, go back to the rock, go back to the cave, go back to the mountains or the waters or the bush. They go back there, grab the soil, pour it through their hands. Not one culture, cultures around the world. Pour it through their hands. They want to feel it. They want to say, Mother, I need you. I need you to balance me, to heal me, to listen to my mind that is full of nonsense, noise. And you lay down in that. You may look at the stars if it's night. You may close your eyes and listen to the wind and the trees talking to you, the noise. Sometimes you just don't do that. You don't have that time to be still and quiet. Because in that, you end up understanding yourself. They say through meditation you can still the mind and quiet. Oh my God, I've tried so much meditation. But I think in that, when your thoughts, and you're accepting your thoughts and you're laying there, a peace comes over you because you're connected to this land. This land is where not just your parents or your grandparents, your ancestors have walked. Your ancestors have told those stories, sung those songs, danced those dances. They made noise, they made life. They also laid to rest their last breath in that country that you're responsible for. That is something that is not on just on your shoulders, but in your spirit. It's a truth that is right there. And that truth says, I need to look after this place and respect it. I need to pass it on. I need to be listening to the stories, recalling all those stories that have been told to me by my aunties and uncles and my grandparents, or even there from distant relatives, sharing how we connect to another place. And Ancestry.com now has become such a big thing in the world. You got 60% African, 10% Anglo-Saxon, blah, blah, blah. Oh my God, I just thought I was this. We are mixed with so much. Yet the most important thing at times, wherever you are, stop. I make sure when I'm up early in the morning, and I'm up early, I make sure I look for that moon. I want to see that light. I want to feel the sun. I want to listen to the breeze. I want the birds to call out to me. Are you awake? Yes, I am. I want them to sing those songs. I want to feel what it's like to be a caretaker of country. This is not a gift that was brought in a shop. This has got designs and patterns on it from a story or a traditional man that gave this to me, smoked it, ceremony for me. Because he said, you're in a city now, you're no longer in the desert. I want to give you this. So you can hear those ancient sounds. I want you to sing those songs, dance those songs. Be that person who knows himself. I put down a whole lot of notes. Honestly, probably can talk forever. But never be afraid to reach out your hand and introduce yourself to a First Nations person, here or anywhere on this planet. Never be afraid to say hello. For they will tell you what land, what country, what people that they belong to. With pride, they will tell you their journey. They'll tell you some secrets of this place here is sacred, that place has the story, this river is for that. They will tell you that, and all you need to do is to introduce yourself. Never be afraid to say hello, because you'll be welcomed with woman Jeka, kia ora, hello. I've written down here, knowledge is empowering, thus ignorance is diminished, and you obtain respect and honour and better understanding of your responsibility in caring for country upon which you reside by taking that first step into a space which is sacred, and that space is right here and right now. I want to thank you for listening to me. Nō reira. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. What I just said, as I'm finishing this, I'm not just finishing my story, but my duty continues. Thank you.